Hi guys, welcome to another tutorial. I am Josef Botnar. In this tutorial I'm going to create a Visual C# application which will draw a few squares on the form using C#, .NET 8 and GDI plus library. So let's dive in. Click on create a new project, choose Windows Forms app and write the name of the project, drawing squares. Click on next, select .NET 8.0 and click on create. Here you go. Here is our form. Click right with the mouse and select view code. And let's start to code. First I want to declare a enum and a dictionary, and here inside this constructor I'm gonna to set this form. I'm gonna to set a few properties for this form. So let's dive in. So I declared a enum type which is of a collection of constants, as you can see, represented by these letters A, B, C, D, E, F. Here I declare this dictionary which is a collection which consists in a key which is represented by piece type which will be a square, and a value which is represented by color. As you can see, each piece has associated a color, so each key has associated a value. Each piece has associated a color. Here inside this constructor I set a few properties: the text for the form, the size of the form using this clan size property, the start position to be in the center of the screen, setting this double buffered to true. Actually this will reduce the flickering color, and on this code line I'm calling this method form1 underscore paint, which is using this event paint, and I'm using this increment operator because every time when we're gonna to load this form, C# will draw again the squares on our form. Otherwise, if we don't use this line, the magic won't happen, so the square will not be draw on our form. So let's run this application. Let's see how it looks for now. Okay, let's stop this and let's remove this method. Okay, let's execute it again. Okay, now let's execute it again. Okay, here you go. Yeah, as you can see, we have here the text which we set it here: square pieces colors demo on the form. This is the size of the form, set it by this property, and the position of the form is the center, because we set it this property start position to center screen. Okay, let's move on, and now let's do the magic inside this method. Here you go. Let's save this up and let's run it. Here we go. Here is the result. As you can see, we get these squares with the different colors and the letters next to the square. Yeah, here we have sort of a light blue, and next to it the letter A, yellow, next to it letter B, and so on, letter C, green, letter D, red, letter E, and this blue, and next to it letter F. So this magic happened because here we use this for each on this line we create a brush using this variable BR, which actually will get the value of the pieces of the square, which represent the colors from this dictionary. Actually this for each will go through this dictionary and will take each of these colors associated to a piece here in the dictionary. So we get here a brush using this variable BR and the colors, as I said, from the dictionary. And using this variable G, we call this fill rectangle, which will fill the squares with a specific colors using this parameter, this BR, which is the brush using a color from this dictionary. As I said previously, X represents and Y the coordination of this rectangle of this square, how the square will be localized on the form. X actually represent the distance on the left side from the margin, and the Y represents the margin from the top and from the bottom, and cell size represents the width and the height of the square. This method called using this variable G, draw a rectangle, has this parameter. First we'll get a pen with this color black, again X and Y, which represents the margin from the left and from the top and the bottom, and the size of the square, this cell size parameters. And here on this code line is calling this method draw string by the same variable G. And here the parameter represents this piece dot key to string. Actually here we get the key which represents each letter from this dictionary, yeah, A, B, C, D, E, F. So we'll get the letters using actually the using this variable piece, which will get the letters from this dictionary, going through this this dictionary, yeah. And this key from the dictionary has enum type. Actually, that's why we have to do the conversion to a string, because this parameter, as you can see, is a string one. Here we have the font which was set on this line here. On line 36, yeah, we set the font, and we have the text brush, which is black, used for writing the text, yeah. Yeah, and here we have actually these two variables, X and Y, and here we have this calculation. Actually X is 10 plus cell size is 50, 16 plus 10 is 70. That means the text, the letter, will be placed from the left margin up to 70 pixels. And here we have Y, which is 10 plus 10. That means the writing will be placed from the top up to down to 20 pixels. And this one here is very important, because if we don't have this, we don't get all the squares, because this for each all the time we go through this this dictionary. We'll create another rectangle using this increment operator. Yeah, this can be written in this way as well. Plus cell size, which actually, so let's write the values. So y is 10, cell size is 50, and the margin is 10 again. Yeah, so that means we have here 70. Yeah, so the next the next square will be draw from the top down to 70 pixels. Yeah, and the third one will be then 70, because y will have this value 70 plus the cell size, which is 50, and plus 10, the margin is 10. So the third square will be drawn starting down to 120, 130 pixels, and so on. Yeah, if I remove this, let's see what is going to happen. As you can see, we don't have the squares, we don't get the letters, we don't get the squares. So that's why this code line is very important. Yeah, oh sorry, I have to remove this from here, and let's execute it again, and now we get all the squares and the letters next to them. Yeah, okay, and here is the magic also. You need to be pay attention to this code line. Yeah, because we have to call this method form1_pane all the time when we relaunch the application, all the time when we reload the form. Otherwise all this code inside this method won't happen, because the method is not called. The Visual C# is not able to keep the drawing on the form. Yeah, so now we have the squares, the drawing. Yeah, let's remove this line of code. You see, we don't have anything now. We don't get actually the squares. So this is very important, this line of code. Yeah, you need to use this increment operator to call this method all the time when you load the form or when you run the application. Okay, thank you for today. That was all for today. Thank you for watching. See you to the next video tutorial. Bye bye. Have a lovely time.